Hey, what's going on, trader? So let's talk about the trade setup. I saw this setup forming this morning, but I wasn't able to get into it. Earlier entry was here, and I'll just kind of talk about what I saw, and I just kind of randomly jumped into this trade now. And of course, the goal is $100 for the day and close the trade up. So we just kind of weigh it out to see. But what I seen this morning, the first thing I saw was the previous day high kind of being respected. So we're gonna put the previous day high indicator here, basically just pinpoints yesterday highs and low. And that was the high of yesterday. It's a green line. You can't really see it because my stop is there. Let's move it up so you can see it. Now you can actually see um, the high point. So when I got up this morning, I seen it right in here somewhere, and I noticed that it was respecting it. I should have got in it earlier, but I didn't. But coming to see how the candles are forming now, which are making lower highs. Okay, so there's a high point, there's a lower high, lower high, lower high. Sometimes what will happen here is if the market goes to the previous day high or yesterday's high and respect it, sometime it'll form and go right back to yesterday's low. So that's pretty much average where my take profit will be. But once again, on this smaller account, the goal is about $100 a day just to stay in the guidelines of the Apex rule in order to request a payout on the particular account to stay in that 30% rule. We'll get back to breaking down the trade, but mainly that's what I saw the entry point here. And I really feel like it may target here. We're Thursday, so we look at the market here on Monday, gave us a low. Look like it may give us a high here on Wednesday. And then again, we could go back up. You have to kind of still put your market structure and price action in it. I see a trend line right about here. So I'll probably leave that there. Okay. And just kind of see what happens here. Will it respect this or reject it? But mainly that's what I saw on the higher time frames, 1 hour, 2 hour time frame. You saw it there. My next move is to basically just kind of plot on my indicators, like my moving averages, just to see are there any setups based off the moving averages. And as you can see, we're beneath the 800 moving average, respected yesterday's high. We crossed over the 200, we crossed over the 50. This candle here, it closed over the 50 point, right? And then we have another candle forming. So that was a pretty decent entry for me to basically just get in the trade based off those moving averages. All right, so we've hit that target. So instead of just closing it for me, I'm just gonna scale the trade, probably put it above a candle and do it that way. Yeah, buyers. Okay, I gotta see roughly where I'm at. Okay, 112. Yeah, like I said, I that's one thing I had to learn to do is just right, take the winners and let them be because I'm used to really just kind of scaling the entire trade when half of the time I don't need everything. Especially with the rules, it's gonna force you to really learn how to day trade. It's gonna force you to learn how to take that profit when that profit is given because it will penalize you with that if you don't take it. So it's just scale. or the break even, meaning if it go back up and knock us out, we'll still be in profit. But I've just kind of trailed it and moved it above the actual 200 moving average here because I just noticed how the price point market continues to respect that 200 here on the 1 second chart. Now, if we go to the 1 hour and look at the charts, what I'm going to do is gauge the previous day high and low. Like that main entry was here. Crazy, crazy, nice entry point. We did not get an alert for the signal spotter, but just kind of knowing the strategy alone helps you. Alrighty, so there we have it. So what was today's profit? 267.71. Once again, we just got to stay in between those rules. Hopefully, I do stay abide by the rule. I have to just do my calculation. But we had 267 for today on this particular account. I'll look to actually trade one of the other bigger accounts right after this one. If you guys have any questions about this strategy, you can drop them below. Let's communicate. Let's check. Once again, this strategy here overall, it came from just trading from yesterday's high and low, previous day high and low. All you simply have to do in this particular case is you just come to your charts, go to a 1 hour, you can go to a 2 hour, whatever suits you. I just simply like to use a 1 hour because it's very easier for me to actually use the 1 hour charts. And then I just kind of mark all yesterday's high here, yesterday's low, previous day high, previous day low. The next step for me is to basically just see how the current market is reacting to those particular key levels of support and resistance. And when I got to the market this morning, I noticed how we had the rejection from yesterday's high. We started making lower highs in the market. As you can see here, I decided to get into the trade on this candle. Keep the process very simple. This is just one of many strategies. Take a strategy, implement it, and get into the market. You have to execute within the market in order to get a grasp of how to trade the market. You have to get in there and execute. Take care. See you guys on the next.